Welcome back, guys. Now, Liver's been missing a while.
Just a few weeks, it's not like, come now.
he was DJing in Ibiza, guys.
In my dreams, but we'll get there.
So, we're giving you guys the X series special today. So, what do we have here?
X4
M.
competition.
Yeah.
So this has always been what in the car world was never taken seriously. It's only lately that people are like, actually, this car's a machine. You don't always have to go for the X5.
These are quick, eh?
They're quick. You don't have to go for. I've seen ones where Oaks have done mods on them as well. And yeah, this thing's not child's play.
It goes. And we're looking at the stats of it. You're looking at about 400 kilowatts, 403 kilowatts.
403 is a lot.
That's a lot of power.
On
something this heavy.
It's a lot of power, it moves. But also, it's lighter than an X5. So I think it's really a good car to go for, especially if you're not really into a massive.
I've never been a fan of this SUV coupe look. I prefer the X3.
You'd take an X3?
I'd take an X3 over an X4.
Okay, makes sense. But this has got more curve and whatever.
I don't know, I just never liked the look of it.
It's a taste preference at the end of the day. But
Are you going for the X4 over the X3?
I'll take the X3 actually. Because it does look a lot more, I hate to say it, feminine.
Yeah.
That's the thing, so yeah. But it's cute, it's nice. It's about preference at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Although some people would say, like, the way we dress at times is a little bit feminine.
But that's a whole different ball game. But I also believe that the best SUV coupe shape that out of all of them, for
Cayenne.
me, Cayenne, and the previous gen GLE. The previous, not the current one, the previous gen. That one looked good.
Not too bad. Yeah, but I'd pick the Cayenne.
I know you were always going to pick the Porsche. But then, yeah, for me, out of this specific segment, those are the two best looking.
Okay.
Maybe you can put in the RSQ8 as well.
Is that like a coupe though?
It counts as one.
We had one here last week. Not too bad actually. Okay. And how do you feel about something a little bit smaller?
Smaller?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes some people have to buy a car that fits their size. Am I wrong? If you're a tiny person, you can't be like rolling out of an X5 and stuff. It's just.
So you want to get them a mini?
Oh, get them a mini. Or the other option is something like an X1.
Okay, let's go. Yeah,
exactly. There we go. Yeah. So this is the M Lite.
Yeah, this is M Lite.
M Lite. Okay, I see. It's a beautiful car. I like the spec on it.
Not gonna lie, I like the black, eh?
Looks good in black.
Although, I really am very disappointed with the 4 pipes at the back.
Does that come stock?
Come stock.
So what's wrong with that?
Don't come out here lying to us that you're like.
But it's a 35.
No, but it's a 2-liter engine with 4 pipes.
Okay, yeah, that combination doesn't.
This is not A45, guys.
But also A45, you know it's fake.
Yeah, no, these ones are not fake, they're real.
At least these are real.
Yeah.
A45, you go look underneath the bumpers, just 2 pipes and that's it.
I just feel like you're lying to people. Just keep it 1 pipe on each side.
Fair enough, because that's how the 35s used to be.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough, I agree.
But now they're obviously not coming out with an M version in this X1, so they got to make that look
a bit more sporty.
Yeah, which people will buy it.
They will buy it. Because you know there's people who are obsessed with, my car's a 4 pipe. It's a 4 pipe. And you're like, under the hood is what's actually more important. Yeah. I agree. So yeah, this car
same engine in all of the variants, I'm assuming. So like the 1 Series M335, the 2 Series M35. Then I think there's a X2 M35 as well. So
yes, there is. Yeah.
I'm sure they have all the same engine. What's it like? 233 kilowatts. Now compare 400 versus 200.
Double. It's just like 2 worlds apart. But sometimes you want something that's smaller, but more nippy and quick when you need the power. But you don't need to be driving around in an inline 6 and just making noise and terrorizing the streets.
Sometimes no one wants to do that.
No, I get it. But I'm just saying, for someone that just needs just a little bit more extra power than the standard engine, there's a
Looks
alright
wise,
option.
I like the look of this. Actually, I'd take the look of this over the X4. This like boxy shape.
Okay, yes, I
I feel
understand,
like an
yeah.
SUV should be a box shape.
It should, but now obviously they're adding more curves and sexiness to the cars. So
I feel like an SUV should always be like a box. So like one of my favorite SUVs is Land Rover, like the Defender. I like that box look to it.
and that's why you like G-Wagon too.
Yeah, fair enough.
Makes sense. But I think this is also good. Actually, the other day I was on YouTube and I was watching a car review, and the topic they were discussing is knowing what car to buy at the right time. And the whole topic behind it was that you can't go from driving a Polo to driving an M3. The difference between those two cars are massive.
That's when you see the M3 and the 2.
Fair enough. So that's the thing. And I completely agree with it because in terms of power and knowing how to control a performance car,
can't.
that's why something like this makes sense in the market.
So you go slowly.
You
like,
grow slowly until you get to a bigger car that you are able to know to drive and control.
You see, the problem with people is suddenly they start making money, they can afford things, they start hanging out with wealthier people who have nicer things, who are flashy. You feel like you got to get it to show off or to fit in. That's when problems.
I mean, how many times? I mean, with the F80, how many times did you see them wrapped around the robot in the morning on a Saturday? Because it was young people, or even could be old, driving.
A lot of M2s. It was happening with a lot of M2s.
And M2s too, because they don't know how to control the power. And then boom, wrapped around the tree. Or,
Look at how many M2s in Cape Town that's happening at the moment.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah, because they don't know how to deal with the power, and it comes from that thing of knowing what to have at the right time. Because then once you perfected understanding the power in a car like this, then you can go to the next level.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Such a huge difference.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you feel about the look of the car?
No, I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I really do like it. Because it kind of fits, for me, in terms of the segments of the market, for me it fits maybe a female, late 20s, 30s, she's doing well in the job, corporate, whatever.
I like the wheels also. It's got like a matte finish to it. Can you see? Would like even the matte here.
And the red brake calipers against all the black, it looks really good. It looks really good. No, they did a good job here. I like the car. Just wouldn't have it for myself, but yeah.
And so now we have the in-between. So we had X4 M, we had X1, BMW M Lite. Now we've got a X320D in for full car PPF.
Okay.
But now how would you rate the X?
I think it's one of those cars that when it launched.
Do you know this was car of the year? It won car of the year. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah, this won car of the year.
I'm surprised. Because when it launched, I was like looking at the pictures, certain angles, I'm like, I don't know. Then I started seeing it on the roads, and I was just like, actually, it is a good looking car.
Yeah, it won car of the year.
No, I think this is, like we said, the cars are looking a bit more feminine in terms of their look these days. And yeah, for me, this fits.
I think like perfect
wifey
daily
vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the wife. That's fine. For me, it doesn't appeal to me that way. But it's a good looking car regardless, so yeah.
Not my vibe, but like nice, comfortable, economic.
Spacious.
And apparently there's like a little bit of a hybrid thing on the engine, which we don't know about. But
the mild hybrid setup, yeah. We're gonna go do our homework on that.
yeah.
And for you, what are your thoughts on it?
I like it, like comfortable. If I had a wife, she can probably drive something like this.
Something like that. Perfect. I agree. It's good. But it looks a lot bigger than the previous gen.
It is very big. It feels like much bigger and much wider. And I think just overall it's a nice car. Like if you look at everything in it, the interior, like I think it's a very nice car.
But it makes sense why it's also bigger because now obviously they've made the X1 bigger. So now
when you look at the X1 looks like an X3. Then you look at this,
it looks like an X5. Exactly. Then you go look at an X5, you're like, okay, X5 is bigger.
Yeah.
But
and then you go look at an X7. X7 is like a house.
Yeah, that thing's massive. That thing's a yacht. It's huge. But also it's kind of car that's practical. 7-seater. It's got a big family and all of that kind of stuff. Kind of makes sense.
And also this is just economical. 20D.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of these SUVs, diesel, doesn't have to be a massive engine for everyday use and all that kind of stuff.
I think it's perfect.
Becomes very fuel efficient. I just like having a diesel option on a car.
So
like
I think based on who you are as a person, there's space for each one of them in your garage.
Agreed.
So you could be the the soccer mom who wants to put her foot down, you still got the X4 M.
That's true.
Or you could just be cruising around on a daily
Because you just want more, something economical.
This can still work.
Softer suspension.
But if you're just someone who wants to jump in and just walk around, like cruise around a little bit quickly, the X1 still works.
Because I also think like when you have something like the size of the X1, just your day-to-day is a lot easier because parking spaces and this and that, like it's just, it just fits. Makes life a lot easier.
Yeah.
When you're driving a much bigger car, you have to think about these things and parking near a pillar or away from the entrance and this, who's gonna scratch my car? How many malls do you go to that, the parking spaces are quite small and then you only have like this much to get out to open your door. It becomes a headache.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So guys, let us know in the comments, which car would you pick out of the three? Are we going X4 M for raw power? Are we going X3 20D for the practicality and the fuel consumption? Or are we going BMW M Lite with the X1 for that little bit of power if you need it, but small, practical, compact, the way Level likes them. So let us know in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe, and then we'll see what you guys choose.
Cool. Cheers, guys.